already I can see the effects in the mouth corners.
Yeah.
Obviously I can see the effects in the lip. That's fab because they just look, you can probably see it on here, they just look that much fuller and yet perfectly natural, perfectly in keeping, don't they?
Essentially, when you think about your lip, what is it that you would like to achieve?
I feel, particularly when they are dry and I haven't got a balm on them, they look a bit like dried earthworms, you know, that kind of very wrinkly.
Yes.
I would like them to appear softer, so I want something without too much.
Yeah, this area here, you see here, you just wonder if there's a little bit of filler there. You can just see this little bit of height there, and indeed also here, it kind of sits all the way along. So we're going to use a combination of treatments. And is it okay if I also treat the perioral area?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, to help you support this. Do you see all that kind of collapse of tissue here? We want to support that.
I see it all too clearly, yes.
Of course, it's always worth kind of pointing out, you can see that little vein there as well, can't you? So this area is always bruising. Okay, it's going to bruise. But we need to support that tissue. You can see that there kind of collapsing, not too bad. By the time we finish, it's going to look like this.
Amazing.
Okay, so one of the first things we're going to do is putting some numbing stuff on. So essentially, we're going to start here with this right upper quadrant. Okay, we're just going to give that a little bit of hydration because you see these lines here. This is dehydration. Okay. So you need volume. So that's what we're going to create to begin with. Okay. And I'm starting with your right upper quadrant because the left, as I explained, was already a little bit fuller. You can see that quite clearly, can't you? There's less hydration, less dehydration rather than there is here. Okay. So I want to try and match this up to this, and that will dictate then what I'm going to do on this left upper quadrant. Right. So there's method to the madness. Yes. A little scratch coming now. Here we go. Well done. Well done. That's brilliant, Alice. Okay. And the other thing that's really important, and this is what stops the product from migrating rather into an area that we don't want it to do, is to actually use your non-injecting hand to keep things exactly where they ought to be. Okay, so I'm just going to...
Is that in the border?
It was just below.
Inside the border, yeah.
Just below. Because, as I said, your lips are quite thin. The upper lip particularly, and so one has to be very careful that we don't want the product to migrate. It's gone in just about 1 millimetre just below the border. Now already, do you see how she was getting these lines of dehydration? Look what's happened here. It's already changed, and she's already got a little bit of fullness there, and I think you can see that. Really, this is very much about precision, isn't it? Okay, little scratch again. Well done, Alice. Well done. Okay, well done.
Seriously, can't feel it.
Good. Okay, once again, this is where I am. I'm making sure that the product is going to stay exactly where I want it to be. And injecting really, really slowly.
And what's the product that you're using?
The product is Restylane Kysse, because this is something that moves very naturally as your lip moves. It blends and integrates into the tissues very naturally, so that it doesn't look as if you've had your lips done. And the other thing, of course, is the softness of it. There's a difference, isn't there, between what something looks like and what it actually feels like, and for the lip, that is so important. So you can see not only the fullness, but that hydration. And if we turn slightly this side, and look what we've done to the size of the lip compared to the left upper quadrant. So here we go with little scratches. Here we go, well done. Just up to the wet dry border. Just to give you some height and hydration. Little scratches. Brilliant. Tiny droplets. Okay. You'll see the result of that in just a few seconds. Turn towards me. That's wonderful. Thank you, Alice. Mouth open again. You can see that, what it's done to that lower lip. Yeah?
Just keeps it in keeping with the upper one.
Yeah. And look at the redness. The colour change is something that women tell me about a lot, how the lip colour changes.
And that's not just from hydration?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the colour actually changes. The redness comes back.
Yeah.
And also allowing the product to integrate into your tissues, and everyone's different, as you know. So in total, so far, we've only used half a mil.
Yeah, wow.
So it's not really about mils at the end of the day. It's very...
This placement.
I'm just going to support these tissues here. Now, as I said, this can be a bit bruising, it can be a bit ouch, but it's the nature of the beast, okay? Because we have to support this tissue. It's really important. And once again, tiny micro injections. Okay, just to support the tissue, and I'll show you the effect of that in a second. That's just really giving you little support. So this is no longer about filling lines and things, it's really about thinking about how you move and how you need to support the tissue. Tiny micro injections, and you can see how that tissue just bounces, and you can see how it's supported. That just a little bit of redness.
Fantastic, yeah, because that is such a giveaway as well. I find if I'm not animating my face, it's where I see the droop.
Support tiny micro threads of filler that just integrates and then moves with you because of its what we call X-strain, flexibility essentially. Now we're going to treat the philtral column just here to actually shorten this distance and evert the lip. It's the reason why I didn't do more in the upper lip, so because we're going to get eversion now, which will give you a lot more balance. Okay, that's the philtral column. Once again, a really tight. And you can see straight away treated versus untreated. Look how it's flipped the lip over and given her, it shortens what's known as that kind of simian crease. You see? One philtral column there, no philtral column there. And that flattening is aging. It happens to all of us. Magic. You can see very clearly. Okay, a bit red, a bit swollen. Point one side.
Yeah, they were, thank you. Fantastic.
Yeah, so that little bit of swelling, it'll settle.
Yeah, tiny bit of swelling. But already I can
Mouth
see
corners.
the effects in the mouth corners.
Yeah.
Obviously I can see the effect in the lip. That's fab because they just look, you can probably see it on here, they just look that much fuller and yet perfectly natural, perfectly keeping, don't they?
Completely.
And I love my philtral columns, as I said, those disappeared some years ago, so that is a real treat to have them done. Thank you so much.
And you can see that shortened that distance. You see.
Yeah.
And it'll just everything will bed down, settle, and look.
Oh, it has,
really
isn't it?
nice.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Nice.
you can probably see it from the side, can't you? It's brought the upper lip up that tiny bit. Yeah, brilliant.
Excellent.